Hi everyone, Comic Book Reviewer here. This time reviewing on a Minecraft movie. Now, as you know, a Minecraft movie is a 2025 adventure comedy film, which of course was meant to be based on the popular game from 2011, Minecraft, and of course was eventually made into a movie. And after sitting down to finally watch the film, and after picking up a Blu-ray copy with some of the money that I made on eBay, the best I can say is that it's got an idea, but it is relying on a weak, quickly rushed, and non-interesting story. So the premise of the film is meant to follow, obviously, former gaming legend known as Garnet the Garbage Man, who's meant to be this struggling video game store owner and former game champion. And the best way I can see Garnet the Garbage Man is meant to be that example of Billy Mitchell trying to relive the glory days, trying to think that he can still kind of keep the fire going despite it being a weak and pitiful losing battle. We see how he comes across unknowingly with two magical orbs, and we see how obviously him and three other people are risked into the world of Minecraft. And the best way I would describe each character is obviously Dawn, who's meant to be this real estate agent who's just there with a mobile petting zoo, Henry, who's meant to be this creative boy, and of course, his older sister Natalie, who's meant to be his legal guardian and there to be the sort of more moral one. I think honestly what the film gets right at is handling the message of creativity and how it's handled. Like Garnet the Garbage Man being an example of wanting to use the creativity for trying to get back into the glory days, but failing to see it as a losing battle. I think the point of Jack Black's character, Steve, is that example of using your creativity for the right reasons without pushing or hurting other people away. Well, obviously, basically, Henry, who's obviously maybe an example of that potential for creativity, but having to understand what he needs to do with it. I think what the film is trying to do is throw so much in that it doesn't take time to breathe with itself. Because obviously, if it had Henry moving in with his older sister, it would have added more drama to the story. This potential thing of this older sister having to be this sort of mother figure to her younger brother. I think what the film Elio got right, despite it being a terrible movie, is when you got Elio's aunt playing a role of both mother and parental figure, you got there was a sense that Olga had to try and get Elio to get his act together. You got there was a sense Elio did more harm than good with his interests and creativity. I think what I give the film credit is showing you this vast world of Minecraft, this amazing world, these ideas, these kind of more sort of otherworldly stuff. But I think what the film suffers from is going with a weak, abysmal, and pathetic villain known as Molgosha, and he's just there to be evil. And honestly, I think if they fixed up her character, maybe got her to be a little more realistic, it would have worked better. But other than that, it just feels like a long hour commercial for a potential another Minecraft game. And other than that, it is trying to work with what's given, despite an okay script, but not taking time to breathe, getting us to know more about these characters. And other than that, it just feels like if you took away, obviously, Henry's older sister, the estate agent, it could have focused on a gaming legend, a former gaming champion trying to relive the glory days, and a kid with the potential to do good with his creativity, we could have had something amazing. But I think, in my opinion, a Minecraft movie is dull, boring, uninteresting, and it's just there to be there for fan service for the Minecraft community. But other than that, if you're just there to watch a film and find something good, you're not going to find anything as much interesting, despite a pitiful, uninteresting, and weak adventure. So I think the film definitely deserves a thumbs down. Not the best, not interesting, but I think it's just there for the Minecraft community, with nothing great, nothing interesting, and nothing there to keep people to keep being sort of motivated to keep on going. It's just there for background noise. So, comic book reviewer here, signing out.